everybody, John Van Dyke here for New Jersey Exposed. Today is Tuesday, January 17, 2023. Time is 6:09 p.m. And yes, you know what time it is. Say it. Say it. That's right. Jersey time. Okay, so you think these perverts, these rapists and sexual deviants that run around with badges and guns are only here in the United States? Well, that's not true. They're everywhere. This is a profession that attracts narcissists and whack jobs and people who want to like to hurt and dominate over people and propagate their little sickness on other people. I'm not saying all are like that. I'm just saying there seem to be a high number of them out there. This is reported in the New York Times. This comes out of London, England, and I put it up on the Facebook page because I thought it needs to be put out there so we all know. This says London. This came out on what's the date on this thing? January 16, 2023. So this is yesterday. It was an update, I think it was. Anyway, London police officer admits to 49 charges of sexual abuse, including rape. And what are the number one crimes? The two number one crimes that these bad cops are doing? It is sexual violence or sexual exploitation of children, and sexual violence and violence in general against women. These are their two primary targets that they perpetrate their garbage on. And here's the story right here. There you go. There it is. Take a good look. All right, let's find out. I haven't read the story. I just saw the headlines and thought I would talk about it. A London police officer has pleaded guilty to charges of abuse, including rape and sexual assault against 12 women over nearly 2 decades in a harrowing case that intensifies scrutiny over misogyny and sexism in the British Capitol Police Force. The officer, David Carrick, 48, whose job had included parliamentary and diplomatic protection duties, admitted to 49... Admitted! He's not even denying, he's admitting it. 49 charges covering more than 70 incidents of serious sexual offending, according to prosecutors and the police. He had already admitted most of the charges at an earlier hearing, but he pleaded guilty in London court to several more charges on Monday involving rape and assault. Given the number of crimes and the time they span, a 17-year period beginning in 2003, prosecutors called it one of the most significant such cases ever brought, describing the seriousness of offenses as a relentless campaign of sexually and mentally abusing women. And there's a picture of them right there. I wonder how many of these women were badge bunnies. Oh, he's a police officer. I should be safe around him. Some of Mr. Carrick's victims, prosecutors said, had been in a relationship with him. There you go, badge bunny. And had been systematically isolated by him from friends and family before he attacked them. Others were women he had met socially but did not know well, and he used his job as a police officer to charm them and gain their trust. How many times have we heard this story, this narrative? It's nothing new. But, you know, I talk about it, and I'm the cop hater. I'm the cop hater because I point these things out and talk about it, right? He called women his slaves, according to British news reports, forcing them to change their routines and controlling who they spoke to, what they wore, and what they ate. One woman said he locked her in a small cupboard that he described as no bigger than a dog crate. Well, this is all part of narcissistic behavior. Narcissists want to control you. They want to manipulate you. And in this case here, he's a psychopath, so he operates under the disguise of being a police officer. And when, oh, he's a great guy in society, you know, the bootleggers all sit there and put him all up on a pedestal. And truth being, they're not all good. Mr. Carrick was arrested in October 2021 after a warrant report to police in the county of Hertfordshire that he had raped her. The victim decided not to proceed with the allegation, but news of his arrest prompted 12 other women, 13 in all, to come forward with accusations against the officer. Prosecutors said they accepted his not guilty plea and charges related to one of the women, but that Mr. Carrick admitted to 24 counts of rape, 9 counts of sexual assault, false imprisonment, among others. Carrick's case came amid a crisis of trust in law enforcement in Britain. Oh, so they have law enforcement trust issues over there in Britain. What a surprise. I guess it's systemic in the free world. Anger had swelled after several high-profile crimes had thrust the culture and standards of London's force the Metropolitan Police into the spotlight. It's just the standalone Metropolitan Police into the spotlight. They include the killings of Sarah Everett, a 33-year-old marketing executive, by another London police officer in March 2021. After an inquiry by the independent police watchdog, a report released in February 2022 described a disgraceful culture. Now listen to this, people. This is coming out of England, but we can certainly apply it right here in the good old US of A. Described a disgraceful culture of bullying, discrimination, and sexual harassment within the force. Metropolitan Police on Monday apologized to Mr. Carrick's victims. Well, that's a big difference. They don't apologize around here. All they say is, well, let's wait till the evidence is in and the investigation's done before we jump to conclusions. Calling the officer a prolific serial sex offender who had used his position of authority to control women. We've let women and girls down, indeed. Well, you know, we need to start educating these women that just because they got a badge, they got a gun, they wear a uniform, maybe they got some power, that doesn't make them safe. If anything, it makes it more distrusting because they might be hiding behind that badge and gun and the uniform. Anyway, so there's more to the story here. But anyway, it's just, you know, it's systemic everywhere, people. It's just a profession. It attracts narcissists. And then from that level there, you go up to the psychopath. And that's really the most dangerous of the narcissists because they have no soul. They feel no pain. They have no empathy whatsoever. I think your average run-of-the-mill cop is just a narcissist. He doesn't have any empathy. And I think that the job that they have makes them become that way. You have to have no empathy or very little of it if you're going to be a true blue cop and go out there and force government laws and impose government rule on people you don't know and hurt them if necessary to impose that rule on those people. So it does encourage and foster lack of empathy. So, but the worst are out there, and how many stories I reported out last year about how many psychopaths out there raping women, downloading child porn. Disgusting what's going on out there. And you know, this is what probably bothers me more than anything about law enforcement, is that they will not publicly acknowledge this problem. They keep taking pictures of themselves with little kids and people, these lily whites, these naive people out there eat this crap all up. Oh, look at a nice police officer. And then I do the stories about the child porn and all that, and then they just say, well, you know, it's an isolated incident. No, it's not isolated. It's going on every day across America. And these pictures of them with little kids and giving out food and handing out dinners and all that stuff, that's just them trying to manipulate you. And that's what I've been saying. Instead of fixing the problem within, they're trying to change our perception of them. And it's kind of hard to change my perception of them when every day I see the stories. They're on my Facebook page. Got it on the cover. Go check it out. Every day there is a story about a cop getting arrested, being sentenced, and the big ones is child porn, sexual exploitation of children, rape, violence against women. Those are the two big ones, followed by, you know, violating people's rights and driving drunk and doing other disgusting egregious things. So anyway, link will be in the description. You can go read the full story if you like. Let me know what you think in the comments section. John Van Dyke for New Jersey Exposed. Till next time, people.